Hello everybody and welcome back for some weekly VR news. As always, I'm Mateo311 and this is your channel for everything VR related. Like normal, we have a bunch of new games and updates to go over, and Meta just announced a massive update coming to their Quest headset. Now there are of course links and timestamps if you want to skip ahead, but before we jump in,
this video is brought to you by my sponsor Kiwi Design. They currently make my favorite Quest 2 Elite strap, which comes in multiple different versions. You can add an extra battery pack, high quality headphones, or even both. They also have other products like Valve Index style hand straps, and they just introduced a brand new RGB stand. Your controllers and headset magnetically connect. There's a charging indicator so you'll know when your headset's ready to go. And there's plenty of different RGB color options available. There's a link to Kiwi Design down in the description. And don't forget to use discount code Mateo311 for 5% off and to help support this channel.
Okay, so let's start this video off like normal with the check-in. And that's what have I been up to in the VR world. Unfortunately, it's nothing, but that's not without good reason. I'm currently traveling all throughout Italy, experiencing some truly beautiful sights, and of course, eating plenty of delicious food. I did also bring my Quest 3 with me, and I did pre-install a few unreleased games, so I might even have a first impressions video coming for you guys in the near future. Now, not to drag out this check-in even longer than it already is, I will be traveling on and off from now until the end of August, so videos will definitely be a lot more sporadic, and please send everything I post a little bit more love with those likes and comments. But let's go ahead and move into some new releases. Since I didn't post the news last week, plenty of new games have dropped, and most of their reviews are not what we were expecting. The early access version of Attack on Titan is here, and contrary to how everyone felt when they first saw the gameplay, it's apparently a really fun game, albeit a bit repetitive. See guys, like I said in a previous video, I did not give up hope on this one. I still thought there could be something there, and apparently there is. Now the early access version of Into the Radius 2 is also available, and the reception around this one is looking fantastic. At minimum, right now, it's more of the same survival-themed horror action that the original game gave us, but as development on this early access version continues, we should expect that not only things will get a lot better, but we'll start to see plenty of new features like the co-op mode. So if you do start hearing a ton of hype about this game on the internet, you still might not want to pick it up just yet, because I promise you the finished version will be that much better, and you're almost guaranteed to experience bugs in the EA version. Now we also got the release of Thrasher, which was almost like a spin-off of the original Thumper, and actually featured the same composer, but unfortunately here the reception was just not as good as the original game, as it just feels a lot different. I recently started playing this one, and I will say I'm struggling to get into it, but if my opinion changes over time, I will definitely let you guys know. Now moving into upcoming releases, we have Stabby. This is an online competitive parkour, kill everyone type of game. I don't know about this one. It looks extremely unique, almost like a mix of Gorilla Tag with some stealth-based action. Now by the time this video releases, the game should be available. And if you're interested in this one, you and up to 5 other people can compete online to see who's the best stabber. Now in terms of new game updates, we just got some additional information on Arken Age. This uniquely themed VR shooter is coming to both PlayStation VR2 and the PCVR in the near future, and they're promising a 10 to 15 hour campaign. There's a unique array of both ranged and melee weapons, and they recently teased a little bit of new gameplay footage for us. Now originally, for whatever reason, I wasn't super hyped about this game, but the more I see, the more I'm interested, and I have to say it's actually starting to remind me a bit of Stormland, which is definitely a good thing. Now we also got a few updates from Metro Awakening, thanks to a recent developer interview. Now this did include discussions on items like comfort options, which most of the VR enthusiasts aren't really interested in, and what truly caught my attention the most was the handful of new screenshots, plus their statement about how they're trying to push VR graphics to the absolute max, which is definitely good news to me. There's still no release date just yet, but the game is still scheduled to release in 2024. Now also in new releases, we have the adventure title Tomb Explorer VR. I recently covered the demo of this game and thought it looked really good, but just needed a little extra quality control, and it seems like the developers felt the same way because they gave this title a brief delay, and they also didn't want to release up against the early access version of Into the Radius 2. So if you've been waiting for an Indiana Jones style adventure, now's your chance. But if you're more of a battle royale type of guy, Contractors Showdown Season 1 is now available. Not only have they added new weapons, locations, but you could also jump into an array of different vehicles. This is a massive change of pace to an already extremely exciting game, and I can't believe they're already dropping such a big update. I'm planning to jump back in as soon as possible, and I honestly feel like it's going to play like a whole new title now. Now moving on to hardware news, it looks like HTC is once again teasing a new headset. Now if you listen to the rumor mill, this will be a brand new Vive Focus 4. Now personally, HTC has been disappointing me for a very long time, and the last headset that I used from them was the Vive Pro. I returned my Vive Cosmos. My Vive Pro 2 just never showed up. Something went wrong with the order and I eventually got refunded. And as cool as the Vive Focus 3 looked, I just never had a reason to purchase one. Now, if this does happen to be a new headset, let's hope HTC throws us a curveball and gives us something truly unique. And last up in today's video, we have some updates coming to the Meta app and the Meta Quest headset itself. In terms of the app, it'll no longer be the Meta Quest app, but Meta Horizon, a name that they are basically putting on everything these days. Now, you may have also recently noticed a change to the feed section, which now includes user-based content. You might have even seen some of my own videos up there, as the Horizon feed is basically becoming a whole new social platform for Meta. Now, if you did happen to see any of my videos up there, let me know what you think about them. I would love to hear your feedback down in the comments. And you can even follow me there too, where I upload a different type of content than I do here on YouTube. But let's move on to the much bigger update coming to the Meta Quest headset, and that's the fact that they're integrating the Meta AI. Now, like all forms of AI right now, it's a bit gimmicky, the usage is sporadic, but I will say I do have the Meta AI in my Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and I truly enjoy using it. It's been able to answer a huge array of different questions for me while I'm out and about traveling and I see something interesting. I've asked it to identify landmarks, give directions, and even make food recommendations based on where I am. Now, I'm not exactly sure just how useful this will be in the Quest headset itself, but the Meta AI itself will be taking over all of the voice functionality on that headset, so you could at least expect a nice upgrade there. The Quest itself is not an outdoor product, but just like everything else Meta does, this is moving towards their end goal. They want a wearable device with a high level of functionality, aka the next computing platform, something that can compete with or supplement your phone. In terms of using the AI with my Ray-Ban Metas, it is absolutely fantastic. While I'm out driving in a foreign country, I can do hands-free calling and voice messaging, and the same goes for capturing fantastic video clips, because I don't need to pull out a phone, I just say, "Hey Meta, start recording," and I did that multiple times on my trip while riding on a bike throughout Tuscany. It is just a great feature to have. So I'm really happy to see Meta continuing to expand their functionality, and while it might not be super cool just yet, this is just the beginning of the future. And that right there was today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and as always, I'll see you guys on next time.